The year is 1938. In the bustling, tight-knit immigrant communities of South Philadelphia, a sinister operation is underway, hidden in plain sight. It's a story of greed so profound and evil so casual that it would shock even the most hardened detectives. This is not the tale of a lone killer, but of a vast, chilling conspiracy, a murder-for-hire ring that used a common household item, arsenic, to cash in on life insurance policies. The victims were unsuspecting immigrant men, and the poison was often administered under the guise of a spiritual cure, a deadly potion known only as la fatura. This is the bizarre, tragic, and almost unbelievable tale of the Philadelphia poison ring, a conspiracy that may have claimed over 100 lives. Before we delve into the dark heart of this story, do me a quick favor. Take a moment to comment, like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes of the Calendar of Crime. Your support helps us uncover more of these forgotten, chilling histories. Now, let's return to the streets of 1930s Philadelphia, where death was merchandised for profit. At the center of this web of death were two cousins, Herman Petrillo, a spaghetti salesman, and Paul Petrillo, a tailor. On the surface, they were ordinary men of the community, but beneath that veneer, they were the calculating architects of a mass murder enterprise. They preyed specifically on the vulnerability of the Italian immigrant community, many of whom spoke little English and were unfamiliar with American legal and insurance systems. Their motive was simple: life insurance. The Petrillo cousins' scheme was a masterpiece of cold-blooded bureaucracy. They would take out life insurance policies on their targets, sometimes impersonating the victims or tricking them into signing documents they couldn't read. The policies were small, but the sheer volume of victims meant a steady, lucrative stream of cash. The key to their success was the swift, untraceable nature of the deaths, which they ensured through the next component of their ring, the spiritualists. The operational arm of the ring was led by a man named Morris Bolber, a self-proclaimed witch doctor or spiritualist. Bolber and his associates, including a woman named Carina Favato, would establish trust with women in strained or abusive marriages. They would promise a magical spiritual solution to their marital problems, a remedy that would cure their wayward husbands. This remedy was la fatura. La fatura was presented as a harmless, powdery substance, a folk remedy. In reality, it was a lethal dose of arsenic. Arsenic poisoning mimics the symptoms of natural diseases, making it difficult for doctors of the era to detect, especially in a community where medical attention was often delayed or mistrusted. The victims would suffer from severe gastrointestinal distress before succumbing, their deaths often being certified as natural causes. The ring operated for years, beginning in the early 1930s, with their crimes going completely undetected. Ironically, it wasn't a homicide investigation that brought them down, but a routine Secret Service counterfeiting probe in 1938. The Secret Service, while investigating a counterfeiter, stumbled upon a trail of suspicious life insurance claims and a pattern of sudden deaths in South Philly. The case that finally cracked the ring wide open was the death of Ferdinando Alfonsi on 27 October 1938. His widow, Stella Alfonsi, was initially implicated, but she hired a pioneering black attorney, Raymond Pace Alexander, and was eventually acquitted. The investigation into Ferdinando's death, however, led authorities directly to the Petrillos, Bolber, and the entire network of conspirators. The public was gripped by the scandal. The trials revealed a horrifying network that included not just the ringleaders, but also corrupt medical doctors and other associates. In total, 22 members of the poison ring were convicted or pleaded guilty. The sheer scale of the operation was unprecedented. Ultimately, justice was served for the leaders. Cousins Paul and Herman Petrillo were sentenced to death and executed. While prosecutors officially tied 35 deaths to the cabal, credible estimates suggest the true victim count could be over 100. The full extent of the Philadelphia poison ring's terror remains one of the darkest, unsolved mysteries in American true crime history. Thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe for future episodes from the Calendar of Crime.